Oh, let's try that again.
Let's try that again.
You called the wrong number.
I did 481.
Oh, you know what?
Oh, that's Tommy's fault.
That was my fault. My bad.
Come on,
That was my
Tommy.
bad. Sorry. My bad. My
Tommy wrote down the same
bad. I
number
wrote the
twice.
same number twice. I'm sorry. I'm making fun of you like it was your fault, but no, it was totally
Tommy wrote down the same number twice. I have his number.
You have it? Okay.
Yeah. Nice, Tommy.
Yeah, my bad.
That's beautiful, Tommy. You're
bad.
classic. All right, here we go. We're calling
All right,
Danny.
sorry. Here we go. Danny Cochran.
And we're calling Danny.
Hello.
Hello, is this Danny?
It is.
Hey, Danny.
Second time's the charm, right?
I know. Can you believe it? This is funny. I actually thought I was making a mistake, and here it was. Tommy wrote down the same number twice,
Yeah.
and so I called it. He could pretty much put anything on my screen, and I will say or call like that. I just do it.
Don't tell me that, because that's leaving you up for a whole new world of hurt, sir.
So I did it. I didn't even, and I could see all the callers on a list in front of me, and we review it. But this is good practice for us, because like we look at it, and it's like it's so repetitive we don't even like check it anymore.
I know exactly what it was, because Javon ended up being last on the week before when I moved him up.
Danny, this is classic, because Tommy has excuses for his excuses.
Yeah.
When we have to work together and he doesn't want to do it,
which is much too much.
His all-time best excuse was my shoes hurt. I can't do it because my shoes hurt.
It sounded like a good, it sounds like a good idea in my head, I mean, that was like one time,
Well, welcome to the show.
Sorry I
we're
was
spreading happiness to the world through the joys of fishing, and we feel like fish stories, along with the photo, do just that. But this is a special call.
Yes.
Danny is a teen entrepreneur.
Yep.
And so he's quite the successful biz kid. So we want to hear his story. We want to know where you got started, how you got started. I believe that we had a family member just send in a photo of you, and you've been fishing. It looks like since you could stand, you were holding a pole in your hand. So it's a beautiful beginning. And we're gonna help you in any way that we can.
Mm-hmm.
To get your name out there. You're already just through the bids that we put up online, and now through the podcast. You're worldwide.
Yep.
We have boxes and following, and we ship things out to Germany, Canada, and our listenership for the podcast is all over Finland, Australia, Germany, Spain, New Zealand. So you name it, we're there, at mostly nationwide. So it's in the States. That's where most of it comes from. Yep. And so, but we're going to tell you, we're telling your story. We want people to know, what
we want people to
Danny's
know who Danny is,
and get you some name recognition and hopefully some sales out of it, so get your product in people's hands. So let's start off with your fish story, since people like to hear it. That's what the podcast is about. You sent in 2 photos, and we want to hear where you caught those fish, the bait you were using, and the size of it, if you were able to measure it in any way.
Well, dirty little secret. The first one is actually my dad's fish. I just didn't have. I'm better at making baits than I am using them, so that's actually not even my fish. I just wanted to send that one in.
Oh,
but
nice.
The second one, that was caught on a charter fishing trip that I took on Lake Cumberland, Kentucky. Is with this guy. His name's Lance Sasser, heck of a fisherman, great guy. Reason that's so cool is because he's helping me. I want to get my captain's license, and that's what I want to do. So he's helping me out and getting me some time on the water and stuff.
Nice.
And he's just kind of, we caught those on alewives, trolling live bait.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it's pretty good, too. Good to eat. pretty good tasting fish. And
well,
yeah,
perfect. We love the first. I like taking credit for other people's fish. I often do that myself,
all
so
the
that's a
time.
perfect fish story for me. And so, like, I'll take pictures of because Tommy can't do two things at once. So,
No.
like when he's catching a fish, I have to net it, and so I'll take a picture with the fish that I didn't even catch and be like, and then I'll
he's
tell the fish
notorious
story.
for that. He's notorious for that. He'll
So-
just
so
run
that's
up to
beautiful.
he'll run up to random people. Hey, you need help? Let me hold your fish. Tommy, quick, take a picture. And I'm
And
like,
then
what?
boom, and that second fish.
I've
Go ahead.
I've done that a time or two. There's no shame in it.
None at all. I love this. Just the smile it brings. Even if there's a little bit of disgust behind Tommy's smile, that makes me laugh. So let's hear about. We want to hear about when you got started. What just a story behind
Behind Buddies.
your business. Yeah. Let's hear how you got started. Tell us your story.
Well, I've been bluegill fishing since I could stand. You know, y'all seen that in the picture.
Mm-hmm.
But when I really got started striper fishing when I was around 14.
Okay.
A few years ago, and it's really took off from there. You know, I got my first rod and reel. Papa brought it for me. He's actually the guy you see in that picture my mom just sent in a second ago.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And the reason it's called Buddy's Custom Baits is because of him. You know, he's the one that got me into fishing. Me and my dad, something we've done for several years, but really got big into it in the last few years. You know, he's the one that got us into it, and he passed away. He'll be 2 years ago this October.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
And he's in a better place. But we wanted to name it after him, you know, Buddy, because he's the one that got us into it.
I see. That's a good.
And
good name.
I started, Go ahead.
I love the name. You know, it's as far as business goes, you know, that's like it's got some meaning behind it too. So it's as far as branding goes, it couldn't be a better way to start a name of a company.
It's got a deep meaning. It's
friendly. And it's got a story behind it. People love hearing a story. So thank you, Buddy, for taking Danny fishing and giving him his start.
Yeah, because he really
and Dad, we know Dad was there too. His dad was there too.
But I mean that really started the whole thing, and that's awesome. That's a great. I love it. I love it, Danny.
All right, so we cut you off just a bit, but so we want to hear more.
Oh, it's no problem. Thank you for making me nervous, by the way. He was like, this is what everybody's been waiting for, you know. This is the main event. I'm like, oh, dude, I got a lot of people.
I got to build. That's my build-up. That's just for effect. Yeah. And so we're just two regular guys. I mean, you could hear we make mistakes. I often say some people's name backwards.
You say words
like they're called
wrong.
spoonerisms, but I'll like flip the first letter of their last name and use it to the first name. Like Homer Simpson, I'll say Homer Simpson, but I do it like with people's names. Like I totally, he's or like I stutter.
Basically, what it comes down to, Danny, is my friend is
I'm not
book smart. But
at one time I was book smart.
At one point he was book smart, but that all left his brain as soon as he graduated college.
Yeah. I do it circa 2005 to 07. My brain gave me the max amount of like function, and so I was able to go to grad school. But after that, it just went right out the window. Like and now I'm back to like just being a regular guy who loves to fish. And then I found this guy next to me. He likes to fish too.
Yep.
But we're just two regular guys. They found the two. They call it relatable, and I don't know if that means that we're dumb, but people don't feel intimidated, I think, by dumb guys, and so it's like
we are relatable to other people. We are just not relatable to each other.
Well, we're dumb.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
But we love to fish. We love to fish. No, everybody's smart, but not us, I guess. But yeah, that's just part. That's how we. It's just the build-up we have, but yours is actually. Something that we were looking forward to. So there was a lot of truth behind what we, I wanted to hear your story. As far the business end of it, I love hearing things like local artisans, where they got started,
Yeah,
who influenced them to start a business, what they're using to get it together. And then before you even found us, you were already putting your product in some of your local stores. And that's the
absolutely.
hard part.
Yeah,
When you're
Yeah,
putting your foot on, you're getting your foot in the ground and just walking, going store to store, making phone calls.
yeah. And
That's the tough part.
the main part is trying to buy that shelf space, trying to get that shelf space, and you know what, the fact that here you are in your teens doing that, moving forward, that just shows and proves and tells everyone what kind of person you are now and what you are going to become later on. And it's just it's an awesome story just within itself. And you know what, to be a part of that makes me, and I know it makes Paul, very proud.
Yeah, yeah, I love it. Local artisans is our niche,
Niche is
niche,
the word you're
and
looking
niche,
for. See, there
niche
you
and
go,
niche.
Danny. See,
And
it's a
so
niche.
we look for people who are making it at home, and then we get them
Yeah,
into our boxes, and we ship it out nationwide. And then
that's what America's about.
there's other things you can do after that. And so yeah, we're happy to see that you were in a lot of your stores, and then yours is going to be shipped out. People will send in photos of
Mm-hmm.
them using the jigs.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
think your jigs that we had on the auctions were won by a person out in California, so
Yep.
they're local to us.
oh,
So
no.
when they send in the photos of them catching some fish, we'll post that up, and then this is just one of many bids. So we need another jig set from you,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll see. Once a
Eventually,
week
we're gonna.
it'll be shipped out, and we'll see where it goes.
Yeah.
And that's where we'll start. And then once you get in the boxes, there's no
Yeah.
telling
Yeah.
what's going to
You'll
happen from
you'll be
there.
basically distributed to all 50 states. So I mean, we have guys up in Alaska that'll soon eventually be fishing with Buddy's Custom Baits. Like they're going to be opening up that Buddy's Custom Baits package up in Alaska, or Washington or New York or wherever, which is awesome. Even Germany,
Yeah, that is pretty awesome.
even Germany. So
This
Yeah.
thing,
go for it.
it's all grown a lot faster than I thought it would. I just started this back in February,
Nice.
but you all are helping me out a ton as far as that goes. I had the furthest north I have baits right now is Massachusetts,
Oh,
and now it's
Nice.
going to be like everywhere.
it's everywhere.
So that's pretty interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, no, and we're here to help because like Paul said, that's our niche.
Our niche.
Our
And we're
niche.
directing traffic to you. Like if it, as long as we make our, you know, often the times we when we let things go, we're directing traffic to the local artisan. So
That's our whole
Buddy's
thing.
Custom Baits, as long as they're gonna go, you have a website, so, or just an email or somewhere they could buy stuff from you. We do that, and then so this is not the first time we're gonna have you on the show. We're gonna feature you quite often. We do have the capability of doing
Awesome.
live interviews, so we do use Skype. So if you have Skype, we'll broadcast our screen, and then people will be able to see you and us in the other screen. So we've been looking forward to doing that, and so that's kind of cool. That's the newest thing that we've been setting up, and so. But the podcast is traditional, and this is what people love hearing. So we'll keep that too, and we'll have you back as a regular on our show, and get your bait in people's hands. And so yeah, continue to we're gonna build this relationship. We're gonna grow together, and hopefully we'll put some not just the money, but we're gonna put some value in your
I'm gonna
hands.
put some growth in his hands.
Yeah.
Send some growth his way. So that's awesome. Danny, again, I'm usually the guy that talks and deals with a lot of our suppliers and stuff like that. However, this is all Paul's baby. I'll be honest with him. And you know what? We couldn't have found a better dude. We couldn't have found a better dude. We love these local artisan stories, like Paul was saying, and this is what America is based off of. Is working
Yeah,
hard and
definitely.
getting where you need to go building what you need to build. It's not, it's just that growth, and I couldn't be happier to be a part of it.
Yeah, and I'm imagining mom and dad are helping you too. They got a lot of knowledge, and so listen to them. Anybody. It's always good to hear.
Listen to anybody else other than party. Paul.
I have a lot of business knowledge too. You could get whatever you want from me as far as and Tommy. I joke around a lot, but he knows Tommy's in charge of purchasing.
Yeah.
I'm in charge of everything marketing, and so all the e-commerce and the branding, that's all my baby. And that's why I said the name Buddy couldn't have been a better name to start with, because it's relatable, it's relatable. Friendly.
It's awesome.
But yeah, I'm sure you already knew that because you're pretty successful even without us. But that's what we're here for. If you want to, if nothing else, the podcast and getting the products in our hands, because we're going to spread that out.
You're more than welcome to come back on the show anytime.
Well, yeah, we're going to have him back on the show.
To come back.
So, yep. And we'll hype you up again and make you even more nervous. I'll let Paul take
it. If you notice, we kind of walk you through it.
We'll even do. Hey, maybe we'll have Oveus do a voiceover for him. He's like,
we have an actual actor who loves to fish.
Yeah,
his name is Oveus. Yeah. He's been in
movies, commercials,
video games, and he's an actual voiceover. And so he's on one of our podcasts, but maybe we could get him to do
we'll do a whole intro just for Danny. He's like, one man, one mission,
Buddy's
to give the world the best baits. Danny Cochran from Buddy's Custom Baits.
Yeah,
it's our only Hollywood contact at the moment.
Oh man.
Well, thanks, Danny. We did quite a bit of talking for a good segment of this, so let us give it back to you. If there's something you want to say, somebody you want to thank, like mom and dad, or say hi to, or it's back to you.
Oh yeah, I definitely got to say thanks to them, because they're the financial backing behind this. I'm 17 years old. I don't have no money,
Yeah.
They're really helping out as far as that goes.
Thanks,
they
mom and dad.
T-shirts and molds and that stuff.
That's awesome.
I'm not very financially stable.
Yeah, I remember that.
All my money came from graduation presents, so I ain't got much right now. But I'm hoping, if things work out with this Buddy's Custom Baits, and we'll have some luck as far as that goes. But it's Saturday, and I've got a ton of baits to make today, so.
All right, bud.
It's all gonna pay off.
Sounds fun.
It is fun. Yeah. I love it.
Welcome to the working world. That's what he's saying. He's like, it sounds fun, but it's just
a lot of work. I know. I mean, Tommy and I are making we're making our own dough baits, and so it takes a while. But But yeah, please continue.
I like doing it.
What's that?
I didn't mean to cut you off there. I really didn't.
Oh no,
I really like doing it.
Oh yeah, no, it's awesome. It's awesome, and like you said, you may not have the financial backing, but the fact that you have parents and people behind you that are sticking behind you and supporting you, sometimes that's really all you need.
Just continue doing what you're doing. Message us offline. We'll give you our personal cell phones, or email us if you have questions, and we can do the business part of it there too. But anything you need from us, just reach out.
You can give us a call anytime.
We're gonna have you back on the show, maybe even next week. We'll put the schedule together. We're gonna give away some free stuff in just a moment. Send us your mailing address. We're gonna send you a free grab bag. We're gonna send you some free tackle for coming on the show. That's what we do. And from all of us here at Outsider Tackle Box Radio Show and Podcast, Tight Lines.
Fish more,
and you have a good Saturday, young